environment where change is constant, innovation is critical to success. Yet for many companies, resources are allocated through an annual top-down exercise which focuses resources on existing programs and upper management priorities. Unfortunately, you cannot prescribe innovation in advance or set the timing on when new ideas will emerge, and no amount of market research will tell you if an idea will work. So we need to build innovation into the rhythm of the business. And fortunately, this is not a mysterious exercise, but a practical set of activities. And in my experience, there are 7 steps that any company can adopt to drive innovation. Number 1, build innovation into your budget. I understand that every existing program has a list of deserving priorities, and your budget is stretched to go that far. I've been there. But one thing is certain, if you do not set aside some money for innovation, your current teams are not going to fit it in next to their competing priorities. So if senior leadership does not set aside some resources for innovation, it's unlikely to happen. Number 2, establish an innovation or product council. Now, to be effective with these resources, you need a team who can manage them efficiently. This is a serious job and not a side project of a couple of key senior leaders. I favor a team of about 6, with a mix of senior leaders and middle managers who have a passion for ideas. If you build a program, you're going to have a flood of ideas, and it'll be this team that decides where to do discovery and when to kill an idea that is not working. Number 3, set a clear vision and scope. Unless you're running a basic research function, you want innovation that fits the rhythm of your business. The vision document should paint a long-term, inspirational picture of mission. It will tell you who you serve, the problems you solve, and what you believe. The vision document is more than a paper exercise, as everyone can see it as a guide to how ideas will be prioritized. Number 4, build an opportunity model. The opportunity model is a simple way to prioritize ideas. I like to start the opportunity model with a value hypothesis articulated through the lens of the customer. And from this, you should be able to identify the size of the market in terms of both the amount of value you can create and how much of that value you can reasonably expect to capture. The opportunity model should also indicate your right to play, the competitive landscape, and the go-to-market approach. And if you're looking for format, I find the lean canvas to be a great place to start. Number 5, prioritize discovery over market research. Now here's where you need to be careful. Don't fall into the trap of analyzing every opportunity to death. Innovation is trial and error, and discovery is about deeply understanding your market, using that understanding to define a solution which will bring value, and testing that idea on real customers. It does require a small team and often a bit of development, so you need to commit some resource. You'll have to prioritize which opportunities go into discovery, and that is part of the responsibility of the Innovation Council. Companies like Google have this down to a science, and the book Sprint by Jake Knapp is a tight 5-day recipe that takes an idea through discovery. However, for the rest of us mortals, I find that 1 to 3 months for a cross-functional team of 3 associates is a reasonable expectation for a discovery exercise. Number 6, set outcome objectives to evaluate success. And while your long-term metrics may be revenue growth and margin, you'll need other ways to measure success in the discovery phase. I favor metrics which tell you if you're reaching the outcome you intend for your audience. If your opportunity model established a clear value for your customers, and your customers indicate you'll deliver that value in discovery, you're likely onto something. The key here is to measure outcomes over output. The OKR, Objective and Key Result model, has become a popular framework to establish success for an innovation or product team. Number 7, establish and reward an innovation culture. Of course, none of this works if your culture does not support innovation. This can take many forms, but 3 of the most important factors are an openness to new ideas, giving credit and rewarding those who come up with these ideas, and recognizing that most ideas will fail and failure will not be punished. Now, I'm not saying that innovation planning replaces the traditional business plan. Clearly, you have a portfolio of existing programs, you need to set priorities and allocate resources and you likely have an annual rhythm to that exercise. What I am saying is that innovation planning is in addition to that process. It is less deterministic, needs a rhythm more frequent than the annual plan, and flexible enough to pursue what works and kill what does not. So there are my thoughts. Do you have something else to consider? Let me know what you think. And if you like what we're saying, follow me or Cairn Corporation on LinkedIn. And if you want to learn more, sign up on the link below for our upcoming webinar series.